Welcome to your daily focus for June the 28th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Didn't really move this mic up. There we go. Okay, we have the 28 energy. The 28 energy, there's a lot of little decisions that we make in our life under a 28 energy. Is my life in balance in the love I give and the love I receive? Or do I need to do this? Or what do I really want to do? Or what do I think I should do? Kind of questions pop in your head, and you're making decisions on how to go forward today on the little things, the things that really don't even seem to matter. They're very mundane in your life. Or it could be something great, and it could be something if you're looking at the love in your life. And in some way you feel that there is a true imbalance. Or maybe you think that you really should be doing some things and you're not doing them. And how do you get on track with that? Or could be doing. So 2 plus 8 is a 10, which is the wheel card. So we know that we are moving into an elevated path, a new season, lighter energy, absolutely. And 1 plus 0 is a 1, so it's the I am. What can I do to make my life flow easier, perhaps? Would be a good way of putting it. Or raising my vibration, raising my light. Standing up for who I am, speaking my truth, standing in my wisdom. So, are you getting enough love? Are you giving more than you're getting back? Or are you giving less than you're taking in? And what should you do? What do you want to do? What could you do? And where do you fit that into your life? What needs to go in time, energy, resources in order for you to bring that into existence? Put that on the to-do list. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 12 energy. So the 12 energy is really being in the moment. It's not getting impatient. It's about a patience. It's about thinking things through. It's about making wise decisions based on all the evidence. So stand back, take a step back, and really look at the decisions you're making and why you're making them. Is it to gain more control? Is it to let go of control? Is it to surrender to something? Is it working in a mindful practice in your daily routine of some breathing exercises? To become mindful, to step into the moment and experience the moment as it's happening, rather than your past and future blending into the moment. We have the sun in Cancer. We have the moon. Now, the moon, I believe when we wake up, it's going to be in Aquarius. So we're thinking outside the box. It's community oriented. We want to invent. We want to create. But I think after lunchtime at some point, we'll get a little bit more about, wanting to, our minds will drift. Our focus will be less. Because we'll be going into the Pisces moon. And it's more about dreaming and meditation and relaxation. And taking care of you, the inner you, the spiritual you. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. And I don't know what happened in the video. Like, that should not happen. It's not a touch screen. The mouse wasn't anywhere near the record. So I'm thinking somebody intervened and was being a prankster. So I apologize for that. I guess that was the message you needed to get. I thought of redoing it and I thought, oh, well, it's one of Tilly's bloopers. So it's not like it's the first time that I've put up a video and it's just been scrambled beyond belief. So I don't really edit. Sorry. Here's the message, and how it comes out is what you're supposed to hear. I truly believe that. So look at this. We have the Five of Pentacles in the first place. Now, first of all, we haven't seen the Five of Pentacles in a bit. Okay, and this is where we are struggling. So this could be a day where one of two things can be happening in your life, and I hope it's the latter. But the first one is we're beating ourselves up. We're allowing self-doubt to come in. We're allowing other people to tell us which way that we need to walk in order to have a beautiful life, when we know, in fact, there's something in our hearts that tells us the exact opposite. We want to throw in the towel. We want to give up. It's been too hard. I've been spinning my wheels. I keep pushing forward. Nothing's happening. And really, this card is saying that you do not realize how close you are to your door of abundance. And abundance for you might be time or energy. It could be resources or finances. It could be love or great health. For each of us, that word abundance means something different. So key in, people think abundance, they think money. And that's not all there is out there. There's so much else that abundance would be. If you had enough time to do anything you want, what would you do? If you had the energy, okay, if you just go 24 hours a day and not need that sleep, what would you do? And what things are taking away from that time or that energy, and perhaps your finances? But you don't know how close you are at the door of abundance here. The door of joy and happiness in your life. The door of smiles and giggles and reasons for celebrations. And that doesn't mean on the other side of the door everything is just like beautiful. It means that we have a new path to walk, but it's there. The path is before us. So the latter would be to stand up straight and tall. The latter would be to brush yourself off and stand straight and proud of who you are, with a determination, with an enthusiasm that you are going forward, that you are headed in the right direction, that you want to take the steps to grow, to improve. We have the Queen of Cups. So this is believing in yourself, seeing the beauty of who you are, how deserving you are. That the cup that you hold in your hand is magical, and it can grant you any wish you want. So how do you want to fill your cup? With love, with compassion, with spirituality, with money overflowing, with great health and well-being, with whatever you want that cup to be filled with. Success in the community. Stature in the community, perhaps. A beautiful family. Imagine it. See your cup filling up with that beauty. See your world going forward. And yes, life happens, and so sometimes we get kicked off to the side of our path once in a while, and we know that's going to happen because we're human and that's life. But so it puts us behind, but it really doesn't. It's where we're supposed to be at the time. So know that you are deserving. Work on loving yourself, okay? So I do have a video, the I Love Me video, and it just reminds you of just how great you are. It's probably 10 minutes in length, and it's just one thing after another. Write down a couple of those things. Repeat them to yourself. Remind yourself of how wonderful you are. And we have the Empress. Because there is a lot of energy to create, to give birth to plant the seeds. And I know we're in full moon energy, but what seeds do you want to plant? What new beginnings do you want to step into? What do you want to create? What do you want to give birth to? The Empress is here. The Empress is giving you the courage and the thought process and the magic and the feeling of being grounded. because that's one beautiful thing about the Empress is she's grounded. She's one of our highest diplomats in the deck as well. So we are diplomatic in our approaches. That's how to use the Empress energy. We just can't go running out, spraying confetti, saying, yay, yay, I'm going to invent this. I'm going to create this. It's going to happen because I'm putting my energy towards it, throwing confetti all over the place. That's not how you're going to get it. It's by strategizing. It's by making a plan. It's about thinking it through. It's about knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that your next step is perfect. So you never have to revisit that step again. Okay. Let's get a mantra card. So I think we have some beautiful energy that we can attach ourselves to. If self-doubt arises in your mind, then say stop and know that there's energy out there to attach to that will allow you to expand your creativity, your talents, your abilities, your dreams. Know that it's there today for you. Know that you can definitely be heading in the right direction when it comes to the steps you want to take into your tomorrow to grow, to improve, to transform yourself. Okay, they really needed a shuffle. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. We are in full moon energy, so releasing our fear is something that we need to do. So why are we fearful of it? Why are we fearful of it? Sometimes when we can answer that question, the fear goes away. And when you look fear in the eye and say, I recognize you, I see you, I understand you, I know why you stand in front of me, fear kind of, it loses its power over you. Now, it still takes a courage, right? But there's a strength that you can build in looking at your fears. Maybe it's public speaking. Maybe you want to do something, but it involves public speaking, and you just know you're going to drop. Okay, so there's all kinds of programs out there to motivate you into being more comfortable. Little tricks, little things that you can do. Different ways you can look at things, changing your perception on something. Changing your awareness on something, your understanding, your wisdom on something can radically tear down those walls of fear that produce anxiety, that produce procrastination, that doesn't allow us to go forward. We see the fear, we can move through it. So, face your fears. So we all experience fears in one way or another. And if we need to triumph over our fears, we need to understand it. And only then can we release its power over us. Fear has a subtle way of showing you the dark side of yourself, immobilizing you, stealing your freedom and courage. Fear can also show you that something is worth fighting for, and it's an opportunity to build courage and a brave heart. The magic of nature and your angels will encourage you to overcome the fear of things like change, loneliness, and the unknown. You can be brave to face these challenges. The mantra is, I have courage to overcome my fears. I have the courage to overcome my fears. So maybe that first card that we had, I buried it alive. Maybe it's the fear. Maybe it doesn't have as much to do with the self-doubt as it does with the fear of going forward. But I think self-doubt is part of it. So understand the fear and release its power that it has over you. It's an amazing thing. We'll get an animal here. Now the saga continues, so any light and love that you can send, tomorrow's a big day for me. So support from afar, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I'll be announcing the winners of the free readings on Patreon later tonight, which is exciting. So on certain levels, there's an option to be included in a free reading. One is smaller and one is larger, obviously. So it's about the only way you can get a reading from me. because I just don't do them right now. I've got too much happening in my life. There's always too much happening, and it takes a lot of energy out of me. So I have to really plan. And I've always had that kind of energy around me that things just happen out of the blue. And I'm used to it, but makes it a little harder. Look at this deep rest. So, like the hangman energy, we know that we need to take a deep breath. We need to back it up. We need to think things through. Even with the Empress, I got a strong feeling of, be the diplomat. Think it through. Talk with a level head, with a good understanding of what you're talking about. Look towards the future. See how you can take those steps to create, to give birth to the new you, the new possibilities in your life, the new successes that you want to dance about. Like, just get up and dance. Okay, where's the mouse? Dance it out, Celebrate you. Just do that. Turn on the music, turn it up loud, and just dance for a couple of minutes to celebrate you. Okay, that was also in there. That raises the belief in who you are and what you can do and what you can accomplish. So lazy, sleep, rest, and meditate. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass, under the trees summer day, listening to the murmur of water or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time. And Mouse says it's time for you to make time for laziness. You don't constantly have to be on the go. That is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something that you enjoy that is completely frivolous and fun. It could be just an afternoon of laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, playing with the kids. This is not necessarily a time to begin anything new. It's a time to restore your spirit, or, of course, you could dance, right? Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, but just quieting your mind. Take some time grounding yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending time in nature. Spend 10 minutes a day meditating and just being in the moment. You don't have to physically be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.